here we go with round 2 of voicing over stuff. From what I remember, not...
What?
Oh yeah, she does... Yeah, they do talk a little bit. I think those are just generic lines. But yeah, not a whole lot goes... There is some fighting, and some story stuff, and frame drops, of course. I think the recording makes it be worse on it. Well, there's Malcolm.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'll tell it to you. It started off innocently enough. I was traveling. You didn't show any... There's an old wasteland. Those caps with the... all over the place. You'd think they'd all have been... Some say it's old fest... Other than bottles. It's said that the treasurer... It's also said he's been around since the... That'll make him pretty damn old. But I've met a few people in my... Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. There's people out there so... No one knows. Money... No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more...
I kill him specifically because he does in fact have more bottle caps on him. So he's a liar. And also just because it's kind of funny. Niner has a bit of dialogue later on about shooting... Yep, there we go. Shooting him in the head in the middle of the night. But he's mimetically known to be an annoyance. Also for tracking you down in weird places too, I've heard. I think here I forgot to put on the metal armor back, yeah. So I got a little bit of hurt. It's funny and kind of sad how, like, you get Niner's perk, which is, you know, dogs, you don't gotta fight them, they're friendly, and yet you gotta kill a bunch of coyotes to get to where he wants to go before you can do the quest to the point where you get his perk. Sunset Sarsaparilla is just such a good healing item. I think it's at my current survival score, which is what, like, between 25 and 40, I think. And you get roughly 2 heal per second for 25 seconds, so that's 50 heal. Which is pretty good. Eventually I get a perk that reduces items that are, I believe, 1 pound or less than 2, or 2 and less than 2 pounds to have half as much poundage. So we take that down to Pound Town. Just have a shitload more. It's good for when you use ammo, but since I won't super duper be using a whole lot of ammo, it's not a huge issue.
What did I say, Mom? What did I say? Told you this place would be good.
Now, I thought that, because, you know, the 3 or so times I've had Nair before, that he needs to be up there to finish the rest of the dialogue, so I just tried pushing the trigger of the rest of the dialogue. But I guess he just triggers it vaguely around there. And you just gotta talk to him.
What's your drink, pal? Hey, go on. Get that down you. Yeah, I like this place. Sometimes, you just need to wind down, you know. Before I leave, I'm gonna come back here one night. Watch the sunset. The name's Nina. I'm kind of a drifter, you know. Where else? On my way to Vegas. Really? Well, ain't that a coinkydinks? Anyway, enough about me. What do they call you? Nah, I don't like it. It's too hard to remember. So, what do your friends call you? Well, you're probably gonna need one with, you know, a name like that. Gimmer what? That's my name, man. Come on, throw me a bone. People don't call you anything else. 9 ain't a number. It's quit asking questions. We're on to you now. 6. Yeah, that works. Okay, 6. Back to business. What are we gonna do about my bag? I doubt it around here. These people don't even got shoes. We'll have to check at Prim. Isn't that just up the road? Okay, let's just head back to my bike then. I've got to pick up some stuff.
Also, it's funny that he mentions watching the sunset. It feels like every time I've met him and then brought him up here, the sun's been setting. I think this is the first or the second time I've tried the night vision weed. The first person mod I have that makes it so you can actually see your body is pretty cool. I think it's either tied to, or I had a compatibility patch for the one mod that I believe lets you, when you, oh hell, the one that lets you the player ragdoll, I believe. I think that's a mod. When, I die and all that stuff, like with the rat scorpion blew me up with my meat.
Is it on fire when we left?
If I remember right, there's not a whole lot of generic raiders in the game. They're normally, vipers. And the like.
Frickin' what?
Yeah, I tried looking around for a third attacker, because I could have, the last...
Everyone is stupid except us. Am I right, 6?
The last time I played through this, the mod for him, there was a third attacker. They were a powder ganger. It might have been a separate issue, like a random spawn.
What the hell, man? What? Don't go acting like it was your fault, okay? I need something to take the edge off. Steady, man. Why are you after it? Okay, just try not to whine at me or anything. Oh, yeah. See, that's the stuff. You know what, man? It was a shitty bike. Always letting me down. I don't need it. See, all I need is you, 6. You see me and you? We're gonna make it to Vegas. Even if we gotta walk there. Am I right? What you say, 6? Great. Hey, we are gonna be the best of pals, I can already tell. Okay, let's make our way to Prim then. Nah, man, backcountry, telling you. I rode down that way, almost got raped by giant lizards. I had to spend 3 days hiding in some tower, till they got bored and wandered off. Nah, cause I got a little, busyness to take care of on the way anyway. Let's just head south, swinging east past Nipton, back on the road. North, we'll be there in like 3 or 4 days, tops. Lead the way, man.
Yeah, there we go. Don't gotta kill dogs anymore. I believe all of his quests are references to punk albums. So there's the one that's the Godspeed Emperor one or whatever, and I think they're punk. But I don't listen to that. Although, if I remember right, Josh Sawyer actually mentioned one of their songs was inspirational for this game. Either him or somebody else. Yeah, a little fun fact. Fucking I hate lake lurks. their psionic bullshit. Yeah, I think you saw right there when Steady was coming down, the drug visual effects were kicking in. I think here... Oh yeah, the game was kind of freezing, so I paused the video eventually. Yeah, you miss out on me getting the sail set up. I think it's all you miss. I swap over to my clothes for selling stuff, and then I started piling on the sails. Currently I have a cool outfit that does +5, and then I've got the Wandering Trader hat from good old Malcolm Combs, or whatever his
Enjoy.
name was.
See ya.
Malcolm Holmes, I think that's it. No relation to Sherlock, I think. From what I remember, the game clears up more once you get away from Good Springs. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of tempted to, like, take off the high texture stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to cut it off in the middle of the playthrough.
Hey.
I've already turned off one mod that was the bullet time one, I believe. And here I upgrade my sledgehammer, since it's like my big boy. Every time something like that happens, I'm constantly just worried that it's gonna crash. Yeah, now it attacks even faster. I think I looked into it later in the video, and it shows, I show off the, you can in fact make some of these weapon mods out of other junk and all that. I guess I'll have to look into doing that for some of the weapons, but I think the sledgehammer should carry me for a while. Especially once I get better critical stuff going on. Because crits with the this is pretty nice. After buying this, I'm a semi-broke bitch for a while. But making money in New Vegas isn't too hard. Oh yeah, this is the episode where I do some of the schoolhouse stuff. Do a good chunk of that. In my previous series that lasted, like 4 or 5 episodes, I actually did some video editing and, like, edited the screen and stuff, and, I edited a character's last name to have a joke in it, so if you go back and look at that, that's a thing. I learned how to edit the screen, so that's fun. And here I show off the character and the outfit. Oh yeah, and there's something else up in the hills too I show off. Pretty sure it's not vanilla. I have a bit of a cold today from something, I don't know. A bit less talkative and feel like shit. So I'll probably do this episode.
Hey, Six, you ever been to Denver? Strange place. Everyone lives in the sky.
Probably upload this one.
This one time, we get really drunk and one guy fell off. Then he got eaten by dogs. I like dogs. It's a pretty fun place.
Might record another one just because I have the hankering to play again. but not sure if I'll edit and put together that one tonight. I'm just feeling like too much shit. It is a bitch uploading these, because exporting it out of this is... Oh shit, how long did that take? That took like 36 minutes, maybe? Or was it 58? Something like that. Between half an hour and an hour. And then to get it to upload onto YouTube, that took like another hour, and then YouTube did it, you know, its shit, and that took a while too, so all in all, it's a lot of waiting. And while this is compiling, or whatever, exporting, I can't do anything, because Shotcut takes up most of my CPU while it's exporting. It takes up like 80% of it. I even looked online to see if there's ways to make it not do that. Apparently there are ways, but it's stuff I don't want to mess with right now. Soon enough we'll be heading on to... So I'm still tempted to go up north. But I kind of want to get to a little bit higher of a level, because I could just, you know, use Big Motherfucker to minigun the Cazadors going up north. So he's a bit of a... He's a big, powerful boy. Could also just tell him to use his hammer and feel less cheaty. And then you've got Niner with a little bit of DPS from his 9mm SMG. His little grease gun. Oh, there's Paul Edgecombe. I wonder what his ancestors did. I'm looking around for Dean, who apparently just fucking phases out of existence outside. Of course I steal shit. Yeah, I don't know where he was.
Welcome to Edgecombe Repair. I'm Dean. I do most of the repair work, and Paul owns the place. Okay, let me take a look. Be safe out there, friend.
Maybe I should look into what mods the shovel has. That could be neat. There's a little joke thing to kill people with. Ooh, I should beat Benny to death with the fucking shovel. Yeah, and I forgot to do the fucking thing again. I'll probably keep forgetting to do it, and I'll have to do it every time I want to move something in the game. So I have shit memory. So I've noticed I've accumulated a lot of bad karma, so yeah, I'm evil.
Welcome to Edgecombe Repair. Need something fixed, you can see Dean. I can do some trading with you soon, but waiting for stock right now. Damn, how could we have missed that? Well, it was dark in there, and I guess that could have looked like another piece of trash. We found him dead in there a couple of nights ago, and we've been trying to figure out what the hell happened to him since. Can I see that? Yeah, Doc said that's what he thought it was. Looks like he was right. Must have been trying to get to New Vegas up the North Road. I told him nothing but death that way. God damn it, I told him. I frickin' tell everybody. Don't take the North Road out of here unless you're committing suicide, damn it. Hey, thanks for coming to see me. He seemed a good man for what time I knew him, and it helps a little knowing for sure what happened to him. That old bone orchard's filling up too quick lately. Guess not everybody as lucky as you are, having 9 lives and all. Yeah, he showed up and was begging for some work. Trying to get his family out here from back west, he said. Seemed nice enough, so I was giving the young man a hand up and a chance to show me his work ethic. Maybe I'd hire him for some more steady work if he was a go-getter, you know. We'd agreed to start fixing up the place and make it livable. I was going to let him bunk up inside the old place and work for me whenever I had other jobs for him. I thought it was a good deal. Make money from me when I had jobs and get a free place to stay while working with me. Right now, there ain't nothing in there but a lot of junk and a dead man's mattress. You sure you're ready for this? It's going to be a lot of work. Well, I guess you can start by cleaning up the place and hauling off all the rubble, desks, and chairs. Throw them away with anything else you can pick up and keep what you want, of course. That'll give you a better look at that nasty floor. There should be a mop, some mop water, or a Braxo cleaner and detergent in there you can use to scrub the floor. Hopefully it's in decent shape. After you get it all cleaned up, I need you to pick up that old broken terminal and bring it to me. Oh yeah, something else we need. There's some wooden slats in there we need about 15 or so of. They're the long, straight pieces, not the little cut-up pieces of scrap wood, okay? Not that you really need it, but I had a note all wrote down for Billy. See you, friend. Hello. What did you need? Be safe out there, friend.
Thankfully, the mod adds a bunch of the stuff that you do need just around the area. I probably missed a couple of spots where there was Wonder Glue. But for the most part, I think that you get all the Wonder Glue you need from what the mod adds. I might have actually missed Wonder Glue in the middle down there. But yeah, this. I don't know what mod adds it. Because I don't think it was that homeless guy.
Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Lamb, there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
I believe that might have been the song that I edited back in for the other series, but yeah, it's nice to have him finally singing without me having to fucking edit it in. I'd more heavily edit these videos, but I just don't have the energy anymore. It's to the point where it's just like, yeah, here I'm looking and I see that stuff over there. I don't know if those are, I think those are just like tree shit going on, but yeah. Yeah, I just don't have the... It took me a while just to get the energy back to try doing this. So I just want to get it out and done. And hopefully catch up on my, New Year's resolution. believe by the end of the quest for all the quests for all of these, you do end up getting a little garden, which is nice. But yeah, this makes it so that, and I wish more things would do this, because I know of one place where it's fucked because of like 3 mods use it, and it just, none of them were working right, and it's, oh boy, I can't wait to get to that. But that little switch makes it so that you switch it, and it goes back to vanilla. Oh, fuck. Because let's say, I think it's New Vegas Bounties 2, and the Angel of Death, or whatever the fuck she's called, the one with Eve in it. They both use the same place, near some Death Claws, and I don't even think the Angel of Death one even uses it. It's there, and it somehow impacts it. I believe going in it sends you into a blue hell where you just drop infinitely or some shit like that. I vaguely remember that happening to me. So yeah, it's a bitch. I'll probably cheat my way into getting the stuff at the end of that quest. It's like an unmarked quest line kind of deal. Also, I don't think I can finish all the bounties in New Vegas Bounties 2 because of that, but yeah. I guess technically I could look for the dude in the files or some shit, and then like spawn him to me. But I don't think that would work because I think he dies as soon as you enter the room or something. So I think the other guys in the room kill him, and then you gotta kill them, and that's kind of like it's done. But yeah. If I remember right, New Vegas Bounties 2 also adds
Railroad Bill, he's a prick and I don't like him. I'm gonna shoot old Railroad Bill.
It also adds like Radiant quests, ones that spawn in new shit to do. So people complain about, you know, Fallout 4 and Skyrim's Radiant quests, but then like Daggerfall was mostly Radiant or randomly generated bullshit, and people fucking loved it. So the issue isn't Radiant quests, it's just the rest of the game that's the issue. But then again, people who are into Daggerfall tend to be really into Daggerfall. So, but yeah. It's nice to have, like, additional... Because it's, like, it's one thing to, go out and clear out every dungeon you can find. And I probably will do that in this playthrough, to an extent. But it's another thing to have, like, you know, a job to do where it's like, oh, generic bad guy needs to get fucked up. So that's just a little bit of context behind it, even if it's just, like, false context, I guess. Oh yeah, I think the reason why I paused there in the video is fucking Grandma was asking about skunks outside. It's spring now, so yeah. There's a bunch of little stinky fuckers going around stinking up the place. Wonder, Adobe. Oh, also, because it's I want to point out these guys actually do have good voice acting. There are some like some fizzling in the voices sometimes, but like overall they fit well.
Watch out for the damn geckos down by the source. And I've heard there's powder gangers down on the road below that. Damn menaces. Well, that's fantastic. Floor cleaned up pretty good, did it? That's good news. Sounds very sturdy for its age. I'll start working on that old terminal while you and Dean do something about those windows. Yes, they're all busted and let the weather in, not to mention all kind of critters. So you and Dean are going to take them out and seal them up. That's what we need those wooden slats for. I found an old recipe for an old adobe mixture called Wonder Adobe. Should be tougher than a Deathclaw's ass when it's all set up. Just need to collect a few ingredients and mix it up at a workbench. There's one up by the store if you need it, or you can use the one inside. I already have the sand for the mix out in what's left of the shed, but you'll have to scrounge up the Wonder Glue in the water. Wonder Glue's around everywhere, and check down around by the spring for the water. Oh, it is, and don't worry. Dean's a fine carpenter, so you won't have any trouble as long as you can pour sand, water, and Wonder Glue into a bucket. Oh, yeah, along with the Wonder Adobe, there's a few tools you and Dean are going to need. Just gather up everything on this list and tell Dean so he can help you with the demo and carpentry. See you later.
I was just trying to write a note on my arm, but the fucking pen wasn't working. So, I want to keep the... I picked up the thing I forgot about earlier. The little Wonder Glue right there. But, I want to keep up the running joke and say that, how did they not notice the teachers around the guy's dead body? Like, they said a couple days ago, and then, like... There's nests there. Those take days, like, a week maybe, for the, make a big old nest. I assume. I don't know how fast grasshoppers work. Oh, I'm sorry, teachers. I need to...
He's never see us.
Stealing your fruit. Oh. Oh, also, it's funny that he mentioned tougher than a Deathclaw's ass, because we do indeed find out how tough a Deathclaw's ass is later in the series. Unless the mod doesn't work. Thankfully, it's a fade to black. It's part of a side quest. Ironically enough, made by the same guy that put in the sexy Deathclaw in the Frontier that got everybody all worked up. However, with this, it's a side quest where you go on a series of fetch quests, and you actually have to know the name of one of the guns in the game. Like the old-timey name for it, like, I don't fucking remember the name of it. But I know what the gun is.
Motherfucker.
So you actually have to have some in-depth lore knowledge in order to...
Midnight special, shine a light on me. Let the midnight special, shine an ever-loving light on me.
I'll get that maze one day. But yeah. It's funny, because it's kind of like, you go out, do the fetch quests, and then you get, you get some, Deathclaw ass. And it kind of reflects how, with Red Lucy, it's kind of the same. You go on a fetch quest to get eggs, and then you get to, check out her eggs.
Hello?
That's how female anatomy
That'll
works.
teach the powder gangs to avoid good springs in the future.
No, yeah, repairing this because we're out last time.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when good... Yeah, I heard it turn... Not at all. I'm never... Now.
Oh, we're about the halfway mark. Oh, hey, Mark.
Feeling thirsty?
I keep the binoculars on me so I can see shit from far away. Because, I don't think I'll be using a sniper right. I might be, like, later on, just for the sake of... Because I know there's... There's a few enemies I know of that with a sniper rifle would be easier. Especially with the giant bloatfly in that one. Shit. I want to say the giant bloatfly is in Old Road Blues. I don't see a way that I can kill with melee. I guess I could just chuck spears at it with poison. I could do that, yeah.
Thanks. Be careful out there.
Might save some poisons to take it down. If I remember to, that is. I'll eventually get my karma up to good, but it's just like, I just want to steal stuff. Especially their delicious corn. I need to eat some corn on the cob one of these days. Oh, and since I do finish up the, getting all this shit, I actually do show how to get them all. That's another benefit of doing this series, that I can actually show off how to do side quests and stuff. Oh. My screen's trying to turn itself off, you little fucker. I had to remember to get more wine to make more grilled mantis leg. It's not a bad meal. Yeah, it's wine and honey muscat. I think it's muscat. The Born to be Wild trait's pretty neat. Being able to make drugs. I believe later I'm able to make Med-X out of 3 beer, and that's pretty dope. There's one perk I could potentially get later on. It's pretty cool. It makes it so that you become like super resistant to most bullshit like fire and explosions and knockdown and a bunch of other shit, I think. Though at the cost of chems and meds don't work on you anymore, so I'd have to only heal via like tribal stuff and food. But a lot of these chems are actually super duper useful for like passing checks and all that. Because I know there is at least... I might need to pass some... I'm never going to pass charisma checks, but oh shit, there's like perception checks I might need mentats for. This little SMG is actually not that bad. I like to think that it was the mines that knew I was there. Because what else was detecting me? Because it immediately went away as soon as I got the mines. Now, I think I might know why it wouldn't let me get the Wasteland Warrior. And it's still kind of a bullshit thing. And the thing is because of my Four Eyes trait, where I guess technically I don't have perception all the way up because I automatically have like a -1 or 2 to it. And getting the the additional shit for it doesn't count, despite the fact that, like, it's just annoying. Thankfully, though, I might get Way of the Crushing Mutant one of these days. I know I need to get I got the Black Widow / Confirmed Bachelor perk. I need to get the Chez la Femme and Lady Killer, I think is what it's called. So I can
Oh, Six, check out what
hit
I
on the
found.
ladies as
It's one
well.
of those pre-war magazines.
But I
on,
mostly got the men one
on,
because doing extra damage
damn,
against
that was good
the
read.
fucking powder gangers. Also, Niner confirmed he can't read, so that's hilarious. Oh, there we go. Make it out of beer. Also, I don't know if a mod changed it, but it looks like Medex doesn't do what it used to do. Because Medex does... It's supposed to do, like, DT, but that did DR. Which is the math that Fallout 3 used more of. Also, I don't know why this stuff is considered stealing, since, like... Yeah.
He's gotta be real quiet.
I guess the implication is that, oh, the NCR wants to get it back, but it's just like... Are they, though? They aren't really trying that hard. Also, I've never done the NCR questline for the prison. I've only ever just ran in and killed everybody. So I think in order to do the NCR end of it, you need to start with the powder gangers and then switch sides. So yeah, I don't know if I think he picked up the knife from somewhere.
Weapons loaded.
So I think his default is like a tire iron.
Big mistake, friend.
I should sell off some of the NCR money. Oh yeah, this is the first part of me wanting to show off modded weapons. I'm gonna keep trying to do this. For my friends who can't mod the game or don't have the time to mod it. This is the GSH-18, I think it's Russian or something. It felt so sinful shooting that gun, like I was cheating on my hammer. I'm gonna try to get as much of the game in this series as I can, but yeah, sometimes it'll, there'll be glitches and stuff, and I just won't want to deal with that. And so it just becomes, a situation of like, oh, you can go out and see stuff that I didn't show off. Some mysteries for you. Plus, of course, you can play the game differently than I do, which is, mostly good. I'm gonna steal stuff and, I don't believe I got bad karma for killing Malcolm Holmes, mind you. So that's funny. So that wasn't so much as a murder. That was killing an eldritch being. One who lusts and thirsts for bottle caps. The hit markers are kind of funny sometimes. can't remember if they activate when I melee. I'll have to watch for that. If I end up using guns, I'll probably turn off the hit markers because they're a bit distracting when you get a shit ton of them.
Hey, Six, can we stop off somewhere? I need to buy some ammo. And, some whiskey. And some cigarettes. And something to play with. Maybe a belt with a skull in it. That'll look good.
That would look cool. I have a belt with a leather... with a... it is leather. With a eagle on it. It's pretty dope. I think I skip out on showing off that rugged... I skip off showing off a lot of armor. Because it's just like... I'm not going to end up wearing it. Meanwhile, guns are guns, and I love guns.
Don't touch Mr. Killingsworth.
Oh, I should have taken his beer and made more medics. So I'm also answering fucking messages on my Discord since I keep getting messaged, and you know, one of my friends is mentioning that, you know, me calling stuff night vision weed, which is, it's what it is. It's night vision weed. I don't know what else you call it. I also like to think that you don't smoke it so much as, wait, I should check to see if you do smoke it, like, go into third person. Because it's funnier if you just eat it. And that's indie in case you don't get the reference. The hand in the fridge and the skeleton. Probably thought that they could survive the nuke. Silly people. Fucking speaking of the lake lurks from earlier, yeah. They're pointing out the lake lurks will be a bitch. I'm like, oh yeah, I mentioned lake lurks. Fucking... This is fucking annoying, having to get all these buckets. But yeah. I like the idea of being a paladin, going around with a throwing spear and all that, but the throwing spear doesn't go that far. Kinda hard to hit things. So I might just... My secondary weapon would just be like an AK-47. Paladins use that, right? Good old Klishnikov? I'll probably upgrade the... I think that one, the voice modulator one, that gives you like a speech bonus. And I don't really need that. And here is showing off some of the weapon mods. I think one of them said I could make a bayonet, but that might be from the throw bayonet that I have. Or not, because I don't think I have a bayonet on me. Although it still shows the stuff you can make even if you don't have the ingredients. I forgot about that. This isn't Minecraft. It could be, though. Fucking, you remember the Borderlands 2 Minecraft reference Easter egg thing? That was interesting. Oh man, just imagine you with a super sledge. Eventually I'll get some power armor and I'll stomp around and be angry and hate things.
Looks like Paul's had you busy on another one of his harebrained projects. Can't tell you how many of those I've been on. Which is it this time? Wonder, Adobe? Huh. I'm just wondering if this is going to work. Guess we'll see. Now about I take that tire iron and hammer, and you keep the sledge to bust up the big stuff, huh? You get all the fun. Anyway, we can use these nails and tack up those wood slats as backing for the plaster. Hey, you want to race? Last one there's a rotten... Wait, I don't think that turned out just right.
His wonder.
It's hard today. Maybe we should,
I wish I didn't cut him off. Because that was funny. And Morgan totally would have done it. But yeah, I want him to beat him, but I don't think the game acknowledges it. Also, yeah, you just kinda... Yeah, I don't think the game will ever acknowledge that I beat Dean. But I liked his wonder pun.
You ready for this? Hope so, because it's going to be a lot of work. Sledgehammer, window. Just pretend that window's the fella that shot you in the head and beat the shit out of it. It ought to be good to let out that built-up tension you got. Can't blame you too much for that, though. Let's get to work.
If I had the energy and the time, I would have edited Benny's face into that. No matter what I do, it always gets cut off. It doesn't even matter if I'm recording, so it might just be too big. Kind of like how the Way of the Wasteland shit perks. It's cut off a bit sometimes. This actually doesn't look bad. It looks really nice by the end of it.
Say, you're pretty handy with that sledgehammer. Yeah, that Wonder Adobe actually worked. Unbelievable. Might have to find some other uses for it later on. Paul should be real happy with these walls now. This place is sealed up almost as good as new. No critters, no dust, real nice. That's a fine piece of work, my friend. Here's your tie iron back and a little something you might be able to put to use sometime. I put these together with some old junk I had laying around. I'm heading back over to the shop for now. Oh, one other thing. Give Paul this note about the wiring in this place for me, will ya?
I do try and go through the notes that are like relevant to like story info or like have like personality to them that are beyond just here's ingredients for shit. You know, just combing my yard.
Watch out for the damn geckos down by the sword. Damn fine job on those windows and walls. And Dean was able to get a look at the wiring too? Outstanding. I was really needing this assessment of the wiring so I can start designing the power system for it. I want it to be totally off the grid. But that'll take a while. Anyway, want to see what's next? Did you wonder what that old terminal was good for? Well, it turns out I found a program on an old holotape I bought. I was picking the program apart, and I believe it came from one of those old vaults around here. Seems it'll interface with your Pip-Boy and log what you're carrying in your inventory and sort it all out for you. It's called SIMS, or Computer Inventory Management System. Yes, and we probably won't have the power on for a while, but there's still other things we need to do for this system to function. Besides that Pip-Boy of yours and the terminal I'm fixing, we still need the storage containers it uses to stow your gear. I already have a few outside, you've probably seen them, but there's more we need to complete the system's requirements. Here, I got it all written down for you on this note. Will you see how many of these you can find?
So I pronounce it as Kim's because I think he said it was like computer, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like how, GIF, because graphical, I believe, interfacing format. So I see no reason whatsoever to call it GIF because it's graphical. Oh yeah, this is the time I gotta get all the fucking blockers and shit, so if you ever feel like playing it through, you know where the lockers are.
Hey ya!
The medkits aren't as hard to find, but the lockers are a bitch. I was actually gonna end it early, but then I was like, I'll just get through the house building as much. I have multiple house mods. I have this. I think I have one that improves the Lucky 38, and then I have got one that improves the sink. And then the Coito Ergo Sum has like 2-player homes. Technically, one's like an office that has a lot of storage, and the other one's an actual house. And it's really neat. I like it. Technically, it's got a third one, though it's just like a place that is empty, and you could just put stuff there. It's an entire mansion, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, overall, there's a lot of good mods I have that are just, like, fantastic. I gotta say, out of all of them, like, Coito Ergo Sum adds, like, world space or two, a bunch of, like, story elements, business to run, and it's got some strategy to it with the magazines you can put out, and then it integrates well into the vanilla world. I don't think I have the DLC stuff for it, because I don't know if there was a non-nude version of the DLC content. And that's kind of what I would want for the YouTube. But, yeah. Shit. Now I'm half tempted to add it. I'm gonna look into that right now, actually. Because most of the rest of this is just like, working on the house shit. So I'll look into that. Using the Nexus Mod Manager.
What's up?
Yeah, I've got like over 140 caps worth of NCR money. Because there's those $300 bills. Or not. It looks as though that Coito Ergo Sum has been taken down. I'm gonna double check on that.
You smell like six? Or is it just me?
Quest mods. Quests and adventures. Yeah, I could. Supports Dead Money on its Hearts. Future releases will add support. Yeah. Oh, I gotta sign in to my fucking bullshit. Oh, come the fuck on.
He's never seen us.
Oh, it wasn't showing up because I wasn't signed in. Okay. Need to check the mod author, blah, 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 blah. He was on yesterday. So maybe he's got some more shit. Or not. Are they hidden? What the fuck's this shit? Why is this not working? Okay.
The sun's too bright. Is the sun always this bright? Man, I need some new shades.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like a non-nude version was... Oh, actually, wait. Files. Yeah, I don't know why, but I can't... I have to go through... I have to, like, Google Coito Ergo Sum in order to get to the mod and all that stuff. There might be a glitch on the end of this side of things. They might be on the... Yeah, Nexus just seems to be glitching. I'm trying to access the files and then it's just not doing the file shit. Yeah, that just looks like it's not fucking working. Oh yeah, more geckos to try out the cool shit on. This is always fun to do. They're so shiny.
Yeah, come get some, you frickin' wuss.
So I'm taking damage here. I think it was Niner shooting
Stupid
me.
accepts us. Am I right, Six? Am I right?
Yeah, I'm gonna double check on my computer. Hopefully this doesn't draw too much energy and stop the recording. Hopefully. Because, yeah, I wanna... If I can, I wanna add the DLC content for it as well. Because it looks like there's content for Old World Blues, Dead Money, and a little bit of Lonesome Road. And Honest Hearts as well, because it's at Stella, I believe. Yeah, Nexus might just be fucky-wuckying up. Files. Yeah. Well, he says that he added a non-nude version.
Knackered. You know, I had the worst night's sleep last night. When we're camped out, some prick comes along, shakes me, wakes me up.
Oh.
Starts ranting on about bottle caps. Don't worry though, I took care of it. Shot him in his stupid face, then went back to bed. Problem solved.
Yeah, shot Malcolm Holmes. But yeah, the fucking, that wolf place, a bounty later on takes place there. So it's pretty neat. Gets to reuse that. Yeah, it says that he added non-nude. But I'm not seeing it. Checking the file contents.
He's never seen us.
We were all amazed to hear that Doc pulled you through. Good to see you among the living. Was there something I can help you with? You got everything already? Wow, that's impressive. But there's one thing we need to talk about before we proceed. If you stored anything of value in any of those old lockers in the school, you need to head out and grab your gear before we move forward. Dean's going to haul those old lockers off for scrap metal and set the new ones up for you. He'll most likely do it tomorrow, so you can't forget to remove anything you want to keep. Otherwise, it's getting hauled off. Very well then. Listen, there's something that's been on my mind. It just ain't right having you sleep on that filthy old mattress in there. I was going to save this for later, but when Dean sets up the lockers, I'm going to get him to take a nicer bed over for you so you can be well rested. It's the least I can do. So you'll have a much better bed and plenty of containers. Put anything in them you want and your gear will be perfectly safe. I know it's not quite a home yet, but we're getting there bit by bit. Go get some rest, and when you're ready, we'll go over what we have left to do.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there was a non-nude version. No, I looked through the files as best as I could from the preview. So I guess I won't be doing that. Also, it's just an issue of adding mods mid-playthrough. It could fuck things up. I'm just kind of kicking myself because I do want it to be thorough. Maybe after I... Let's see. As long as I put it after every other quest mod, it shouldn't break anything. It's kind of like a patch to it, right? So yeah, I should put that down further. Because if you add mods and it changes the load order of things, those things that got changed in the load order will get fucky-wucky, where like it won't spawn certain items anymore. Or like quest things could fuck up. Like if I try to bypass a broken quest, I need to type in a code. And if that code no longer matches because of the place and the load order was changed, it'll be an issue. Yeah, I think we're about 3 or so minutes off from the end. Another good episode, about 10 minutes of me fucking checking shit. I gotta smack the ceiling soon. Sounds like there's more stuff trying to get in. I'm gonna cut the audio here, though, so I can just smack the ceiling. So, see you in the next episode. Bye!